Anyways, go for it.
Oh, the
Alani and
intro?
Prime send you a bunch of shit. No, just we need to start talking before the intro. It'll just be funny if we get some unclipped.
Yeah. I mean, dude, Alani and Prime, I'm pretty sure they're owned. I think they're like co-owned or something.
I
But they
think
just said,
it's damn. I want to say it's like a jungle name that owns it, but it's this big. Yeah, it's this big. I think privately held because they own 3D too.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sent, dude, I think Prime has like sent like 3 or 4 cases of energy drinks like last month, and then they sent
Damn.
3 or 4, yeah, 4 cases now, like their hydration. I brought one to like the we had like a softball tournament, so I brought that overnight, so we all would stay hydrated because it was literally
Damn.
like a 4 hour event. But
Yeah.
they just sent like Glowberry, which is pretty good. That
Yeah.
label is very clean.
Yeah.
Um, and then Witch's Brew, which I've tried in the past. I thought it was pretty
Mhm.
good, but I don't know. It's probably my favorite flavor that they've done so far. But I literally have so
Mhm.
much of it. Like I drink energy drinks probably like one a day, but I still probably have 5 or 6 cases back there. So I actually gave
Uh,
one of them away to one of the nurses because a lot of the
yeah.
nurses like me. So I just bring them into work and toss them out, and they're
Damn.
gone in like an hour, literally.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, I just ran out of my cases that I got sent, which kind of sucks. I had to go to the gas station this morning,
Do
but
you get a case of Ghost Welch's?
no, they're at, like the closest gas station to me. That's why like I picked up two this morning. I've already had my second one, dude.
Uh, I've been trying to get a case, but every time I go to Vitamin Shop, they're sold out. And I'm just like, dude,
Have
just
you
put a
had one
case.
yet?
I bought
Okay,
one.
good.
Went to Vitamin Shop and they had one on display. And I was like, dude, please, just let me buy that. I've been looking
Mhm.
everywhere for it, and they did. So
It's damn. I will do the intro, then might as well get right into the energy drinks. You want to do the
yeah,
intro?
go for
All right.
it.
Welcome, guys, back to the Go to Lifestyle podcast. This is episode number two. Basically, where we talk about everything supplement, fitness, nutrition, kind of whatever the hell we want to, especially news in the supplement industry. That's kind of what we're known for, breaking the news of the newest products. So, but without further ado, first segment we're going to do on every single podcast from now on is a draft. And the draft for this week, it's going to be energy drinks. Good old Ennies. We got, I have one every single morning, but start with Sammy. What is your number one pick?
I'm gonna have to go with Ryse sour punch straw. It's the blue flavor.
Damn. Okay. Good
Still my
one.
favorite drink of all time. I know it's a
Wow.
hot take, but I love it.
I was gonna say I that wasn't even on my list, but that is a good one. That
So I
is a good
couldn't
one.
think of it.
uh, I'll just say number one. I don't know why, but it's Welch's. It's the newest energy drink like on the market. I'm taking that for number one because I didn't want you to take it at like number two or three. But it's crisp. You can drink it every single day. I think it's a great leader on the team.
Yeah, he is. I that would have been my next pick too, and
Mhm.
I should have just done it at one because I was going to, but I was like, I had my doubts. I didn't think you're gonna pick it,
Hey,
but respect.
yeah,
I'm gonna go number two. We're gonna go Ghost the Blue Sour Patch Kids.
yep, classic, classic. Another one that doesn't get old too.
No,
Nice. All right, my number two, kind of out of left field. I don't even know if one of these are going to be on your list, but it's the Lost and Found Orange Splash.
that one is really good. I
Same.
wish they would come out with even more flavors because all their
Yeah,
flavors are good, and
yeah,
I
they
like
kill
it.
them.
Only has like 150 milligrams
Yeah,
caffeine. I want to say, which I like.
yeah. That's why it was so high on my list. I mean, it's one of those drinks. It's not the craziest overpowering orange, but it's like light. The 150 milligrams of caffeine in a 16 ounce. You don't really see that too much outside of the Monster. So it's taking my number two. Easy.
I wish they had more like bigger distribution because I would
Hmm.
definitely buy them if they're up here, but they're not up in Ohio.
They randomly the cherry limeade's very good too. That's probably my second, or cherry lemonade. That's probably my second favorite that they do. But it was that one flavor was at my local gas station, which it's a mobile. So I don't know if they're starting to get in there or what. Because I know they have. I was talking to one of the owners. And he says they got like three or four flavors like coming up. I can't really say exactly what they are, but they sound good. But I haven't seen them. I think I talked to him last like a couple months ago. So
I swear they're working on like a pink lemonade one,
yeah, I
something
think pink
pink.
lemonade and a couple more like base fruit flavors.
All right,
All
for
right,
my
three.
number three, I have so many ghost ones on this list, but I'm trying to like spread the wealth a little bit, but it's hard. But I'm gonna go with Ghost Bubblicious Cotton Candy.
Really?
Yes, I love that one, and that video I posted, I
Uh-huh.
probably got like 100 messages of people that are just like, dude, when are they bringing this back? And I'm just like,
Really?
oh, they need to, but like out of any video I've ever posted, that was probably the most requested, like bring back.
Huh. See that one, I feel like that's a little bit of a hot take. I've only been able to find that one time. Like once again at a random gas station. Like I find all these weird drinks at like random gas stations, but I honestly wasn't a huge fan.
Really?
I mean, the strawberry bubblicious grew on me. The first time I had it, I was like not a huge fan. I don't know. Maybe I got to just try it again. But I respect it. That one I feel like you just never see.
No, I don't. I haven't had it in like a year. I literally bought it when I was down in Texas.
Hmm.
Um, Never reviewed it. And I brought it back in like a box from
Damn,
Texas back to Cleveland and drank it 6 months later. And I'm just like, dude, this this thing is awesome.
it's an interesting flavor for sure. My third, I'm taking one that's somebody who's retired. The C4 Peach Mango Nectar, Smart Energy in the 16-ounce can.
Yeah, I like C4. I think they're really stuffed
Yeah,
on. I don't like that flavor though.
it was
But
the. I mean, I'll probably put some up right here, but it was a 16-ounce can when the Smart Energies came in a 16-ounce can. It was that one. They had it was literally called I think Bomb Pop or Ice Bomb something. That was unbelievable in the 16-ounce can, and Sour Batch Bros. Those three were like incredible. Now they only make the 12-ounce can. I am almost certain they reformulated the flavors because now like the Bomb Pop's called like berry cherry lime or something instead of Bomb Pop. They just don't taste the same. I don't know. And the whole 16 ounces is just so much. Like I want to drink more liquid.
yeah.
But anyways, taking number three.
Um I might have to hop on the C4 train as well. Yeah, I'm going frozen bombsicle.
Yeah, it's classic. Yeah, the C4, all the C4, I call them yellow cans, but the ones with beta in them, they're all damn good. I just can't drink because I normally just drink my energy drinks first thing in the morning, and then that's when the beta hits on those. So it's like, but they kill all those flavors, I think.
Yeah, they are so slept on. So
Hmm.
slept on. Like it's if I go to a gas station, I'm either going Ghost or C4.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, easy pickups. All right, for number four for me, a little bit of a weird one. I got a bunch of different brands in my top five. I guess they're all different, but this is Amino Energy Juicy Strawberry. I think
I
that's
knew you
another brand that's a little bit slept on, and they kill just about every flavor. Except for I had one this weekend that's their new flavor that's like coconut summer breeze or something. Disgusting. That might have been one of the top worst energy drinks I've ever had. It tastes like sunscreen, like legit sunscreen. But Juicy Strawberry, number four.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to pick a coconut flavor for an
Hmm.
energy drink like ever.
No, disgusting. Like
But
tiger's blood. I don't think anybody's ever nailed a tiger's blood.
no,
Yeah, it's gross.
I I knew you're picking that one. I knew it. Shit, number five. I had to go Girl of Mine Black Cherry Vanilla.
Oh,
It's sin to leave that one off.
that's a good one. Yeah, I picked up a case for the warehouse guys of that this weekend. They had never tried Grill of Mine. They're like, dude, this is nuts. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Funny enough, that's my number five too. Not the Black Cherry, but Grill of Mine Orange Rush. For some
Okay.
reason, that is my most picked Grill of Mine.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but I think it's good. It's another one I think like the Lost and Found, where I mean, it's a little bit more stronger on the orange side, more of like a Fanta. But that's just one I can drink in the morning, drink afternoon, no matter what. It's like the flavor just seems to be solid.
I don't think I've ever had that one. I had
No,
their Orange Dreamsicle one.
that one's solid too. Yeah, the orange. If you get a chance, try that one out. Top tier.
I'm going to go one honorable mention as well.
Yeah.
Bum Energy root beer.
Ooh, it's a good one. Yeah, you kind of went many different flavor profiles on your top five.
Yeah.
Damn, you like that variety. Yeah, I just had Lost and Found Blue Rush and the Green Apple Sour Punch Straws by Ryse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Sour Punch ones I think are
Killer.
yeah, I think the best Ryse. Maybe not by far, but they definitely are a little bit above almost every single other one.
Their cotton candy is damn good
That
too.
one's yeah, I don't know. They had like a point. I think it was when they did the sherbet and they launched like the sherbet and one other flavor. And from then on, I think they changed flavor labs. From then on, I feel like every flavor was pretty solid.
Mhm.
like very drinkable. And before that, it seemed like they were just okay. Like they lacked maybe a little bit of that pop, a little bit of that like ghost-esque like bite to it. But they're
Yeah.
good. Brett's killing it over there.
Yeah, yeah. See, I wasn't the biggest fan when they initially came out. Like I thought their flavors were just like okay, like there's nothing
Hmm.
crazy about them. But like you said, like there's a point where it was like rainbow sherbet,
Yeah.
cotton candy, and then sour punch straws, where like everything they
Hmm.
released was just so much better.
Yeah. No, they leveled up for sure. Speaking of Rise, though, you want to get into the next segment?
Yes. So we're gonna go over a couple of the supplement drops from the last couple of weeks because it's been a hell of a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Um, Ryse has been on a freaking tear. They
Hmm.
released what two new Jello collaboration pre-workouts:
Yep.
Island Pineapple and Lemon Lime. I want to say,
Believe so. Yeah.
and then they haven't actually technically announced this yet, but they had two new proteins coming with athletes. Casey Kelly's is
Yes.
launching a lemon cake, and
That.
then Meat Fit is
Yeah.
launching Golden Cookie Blast.
Hmm.
Both of those I bet are going to be amazing.
Insane. Yeah. I mean the golden cookie. I think it's gonna just. I don't know how you can mess that flavor up. The lemon one though, I think I'm probably looking forward to that one a little bit more. Just because if they do get that one, and I like knowing Rise, I'll probably nail it.
Yeah,
There's not too many good like lemon cake proteins out there. That
I
just
don't think
sounds
I've
awesome
ever
to me.
seen one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't think I've
I,
ever seen a lemon
I
cake.
imagine Jason at Muscle Sport had to have done something with lemon, with the amount of proteins he has. But
He has what is it? Is it lemon? It's lemon something. I don't know if it's cake, but it's really good.
no,
Very, very
that's
good.
like the only person I can think of that has probably done a lemon.
He can do any flavor.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like
No.
literally any flavor profile he can nail. Um, Also from Rise though, we have their a new collaboration energy drink actually, the cherry ring pop.
Yep.
They got four new well they already released four clear isolate proteins, a Kool-Aid collab, and then two Jello collabs,
Hmm.
and strawberry banana I want to say,
Yeah.
along with four RTD clear protein
Yeah.
drinks as well. With Kool-Aid, one Jello, key lime pie, which I'm
Hmm.
interested to see how that one is. If it's just a key lime flavor, or if it actually has
Yes.
a little bit of like the cream aspect to it as well.
I would imagine it probably does because that's like I don't want to say easy, but that's one of the things that you can probably do in any RTD is add that kind of cream soda vibe without it tasting off in a clear aspect. But yeah, I'm excited for that one and the strawberry banana. I think if they can nail the strawberry banana RTD, that might be like my go-to protein shake.
Yeah, I think that one's probably the most hyped flavor from them as well,
Yeah.
because at least according to like Nick's poll that I was looking at yesterday, like out of the four options, I think that had like 50 some percent of the votes.
Damn.
So I don't know. I feel like the strawberry banana gang is like almost a cult.
I know. Well, it's like it's weird. We were definitely not the people to introduce it, I don't think, in the industry from like a pre-workout or protein side. I think it probably was definitely done. But like our pre-workout when we launched it, what 3 years ago? I mean, it sold out instantly, and I kind of just did it to see if it would work, and then the samples came back, and it was like, holy shit, like this tastes good. Like it almost tastes like a Yoplait yogurt, but in like some type of watered down but still strong flavor. I don't know, but it turned out really good. And then slowly, like I think the V1 4.0 tasted better than the original version.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't
If
even
they,
imagine how they do it in protein. I bet it's even better than freaking pre-workout.
I I feel like if they can figure out a way to put strawberry banana in an energy drink,
Hmm.
that would be really good.
Yeah, that would be killer. 100%. Be a great
Um,
breakfast, any.
I think that's about it for Rise. They've been on a tear.
Yeah,
Um,
killer.
Bear Bells is a couple new products. They have key lime protein bar, which I already
Hmm.
tried. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, it's kind of similar, honestly, to um, their birthday cake one. Like in terms of like the like white chocolate buttercream type like coating.
Are there inclusions inside of the bar, like the birthday cake?
I don't I don't think so.
No.
I'd have to eat another one, honestly. Not.
Well,
Uh,
that makes me, I guess, a little bit more excited about it because the birthday cake. I think where they went wrong was the inclusions inside of the bar with the sprinkles. They were like crazy hard for some reason. But, anyways,
it,
you
there was
tried it.
just something there was something off about birthday cake. Like
Yeah.
it just like the buttercream like
Hmm.
base they used just didn't work with it. It was just weird.
Yeah.
But the key lime pie, I think it is better. It's very tangy. Like it's a
Oh,
very strong flavor. And it's very like soft texture as well. But it's good. I like it,
Nice.
and it's
Damn.
different.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to picking that one up. And then we got Prime Bites.
Yes,
Have they officially announced it yet?
they are bringing back. I don't know if they've teased it. I want to say
Okay.
they're bringing back pumpkin spice,
They are.
which is
Glazed
my
pumpkin
favorite
spice.
as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna make a whole list of just pumpkin spice protein
Yeah,
snacks and post it because there's so many of them and they're
it
all
is.
good.
Yeah, Prime Bites. I think the first one I ever tried from them had to have been at least a couple years ago at One Stop Nutrition in South Lake, and it was it was a pumpkin pie, I believe. But it
Hmm.
was like, or maybe it was, damn, it was either pumpkin pie or carrot cake. It was one of the two. I want to say it was pumpkin pie, but it was like the best thing I've ever had. It was not glazed. Now that they've changed everything to glazed, it was, I don't know, so moist, so insane. So I can't even imagine the pumpkin spice. I don't remember trying that last year, but now that it's glazed,
It
it's got to be insane still. I don't know how the hell they do that with those. I just had a cookie dough one this morning and it's freaking insane.
yeah, the cookie dough honestly might be. I think it might be their best flavor.
It seems
It
like
just
it stays the most moist, I think.
yeah, they do. I don't know what the combination they use. I know they have collagen in there.
Hmm.
That kind of helps to hold on to some fluid, but whatever it is phenomenal. Actually, Drew Peters is the one that did like the whole reformulation
Oh, yeah.
uh, with them. So
Damn.
I had the chance to hang out with him and as a Plyside West in Vegas last year, and he actually brought a bunch of unreleased
Dang.
protein brownies there. So we were the first ones to try them, and it's so good. They were good before. I wouldn't say they were like they were probably the best protein brownie out there, but I didn't think they
Hmm.
were like killer. Now they are phenomenal. Like
Oh, yeah.
they're
Do
lights out.
they get made at Master Foods Manufacturing?
I actually don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they're made.
Because I know Master Foods does, they're doing a lot of kind of like the newer stuff when it comes to like protein muffins. I think they did some stuff with EHP Labs. I think they did some stuff with the MRE muffins from Redcon and some of their proteins, or some of their, they did their brookie, which they turned out pretty damn good. So, yeah, that's just interesting. But anyway, speaking of pumpkin spice, I think Muscle Sport, is that a
Yes.
new pumpkin spice they're coming out with?
Oh no, they're bringing it back.
Bring it
That
back.
huckleberry, and salted caramel are all
Oh,
part
yeah.
of their like seasonal drop. And then they have a couple new ones that they're working on as well that I can't discuss right now, but they are going to be really good.
Nice.
Um, and then Muscle Milk, they're bringing a
Yes.
s'mores protein shake,
Hmm.
which I think is their first seasonal flavor they've ever done, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll be good. Muscle Milk is so good.
Usually, yeah, usually, I think was it in their 100-calorie version?
I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking it was like 130 or
Okay.
150.
Maybe
Um,
not then.
I'm about to write an article on it, so I'll do
Good.
some research.
All right, there you go.
Um, what else? There's a lot. Let's
Yeah.
open up the phone and see what else we got. Well, obviously V1 is the
Yeah.
spot, the liquid glycerol. If you want to talk about that for a sec.
Yeah, that was I think it was a fantastic drop. It was kind of cool to go down there and like be not really behind the scenes, but be in the warehouse with the guys and packing the orders and kind of seeing it firsthand, the orders come and fly through, but did very good. Like I think the first batch is like just about gone. We have like 200 units left. The retail stores bought, I think, a majority of all of it because serum is very heavy on the retail side. So yeah, I think it was almost like 10,000 units gone like that, which is insane. So I think one of the coolest projects we worked on as V1 as a collaboration, the Panda stuff was awesome, but like just a liquid product itself and it being our first ever liquid product, I think it turned out pretty crazy. So it was good. Yeah, we dropped the electrolytes too. Those turned out fantastic. I think it should be headed your way. It was the cool thing about that I totally forgot. Naturally flavored, naturally sweetened with stevia. So it's not like a relatively crazy strong flavor, but it almost tastes like a Propel, which I really enjoy because not only does it taste good, like kind of standalone, it's a little bit lighter, super stackable. It's where you can't totally notice it if you stack it on top of pre-workout, but you still get those benefits of the electrolytes plus the synactive and taurine. I really enjoy it, and I think the bags and everything turned out awesome, even though they took like 7 months to make. It's like like our first ever bag product and our first ever stick pack. So a lot of firsts this weekend, but good. I'll take it.
Yeah, I got the notification yesterday that they got delivered. What
Yep.
checked for them and they weren't here. So
Oh,
I really hope they made it to the right spot, but
hopefully.
we'll see. Sometimes they send it to the wrong building, but
Uh,
yeah, I actually have not tried either of those flavors yet, so I'm interested to see how they turn
yeah,
out.
if they don't turn up, let me know. We'll send you out some more.
All right. Oh, Go Sour Strips.
Yeah.
Go Sour Strips is back. Five brand. Well, what? Three new products. We have five products total. The
Hmm.
Intra, which is new.
Yep.
Legend, which is a new formula, but they had it last year in Legend. Hydration is new.
Yep.
And I need to get my hands on that one. And then the energy drink and pump. Um,
Hmm.
those are returning products, but I actually have tried all of them. They are very good.
It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to like everything, of course, from the Sour Strips line because the energy drink probably is top one and two with Welch's for me for Ghost. But I think the hydration drink is going to be interesting to see if they can pull that off without it being overly sweet because I feel like it might almost taste like a prime, like the level of
Yeah.
sweetness that I think it probably needs to bring to be a Sour Strips collab. But who knows? Like, yeah, even if they're going to bring the sourness and a little bit more malic and citric acid in there, who knows?
What are your thoughts on Ghost Hydration? Because I love them, but
Hmm.
I think some people have told me that they think it's too like they basically described it as seaweedy. And I'm like, well, it's probably the Aquaman in there, but I
Interesting.
didn't get that. I
No,
thought they taste really good.
I thought they were solid. They're not my favorite. I don't see myself like reaching for them. But they're good. I don't. I think they just. It's hard with ghost products because if they don't blow you away, then it's like, oh, they missed the mark, which sucks from a ghost standpoint because it shouldn't. I mean, not every single product is going to blow everyone away, and we're holding them to like such a high standard because they are like the number one, I guess, supplement company in the industry. I think from a lot of different standpoints, maybe not the largest, but I don't know. There's something just a little bit off about them. It was some, I don't know. They had to have tweaked something, or I don't know. Part of it, I guess, is the profile to me isn't amazing either. It's like it seems relatively basic and actually closer to a prime, to where it's potassium heavy. But they do have what they have added Synactive and Aquaman. They have one more thing in there.
I think they do, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Um,
They're still good above average. I probably
yeah,
drink one every couple weeks. I find myself grabbing one at the gas station, but I don't know. I'm probably still just like a Powerade guy. Yeah, it's just cheaper, and I don't know. I guess I don't drink the Ghost hydration for the electrolytes. I guess.
yeah, no, I agree with that. I do think if I had to pick one electrolyte drink, it probably is inspired. Those
Yeah,
flavors are killer.
dude. This one right here might be one of my favorite flavored profiles of all time. The Forbidden Fruit. Like,
Oh, that the apple one?
yeah,
Yeah.
is legit apple juice, and the fact that they jammed, I guess, so many benefits in this one with a little bit of glycerol in there too, which for some reason I can 100% tell when I drink this, and I feel a little bit better if I drink this for pre-workout or it mixes with my pre-workout. I do feel the benefits. So yeah, Endless, a little bit biased, but Endless is probably the number one hydration drink for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that one too, I think it might be the glycerol, but it
Mhm.
has a better like mouthfeel to it.
Yeah,
Like it's just a little bit thicker.
I would agree. Yeah, and I think that plays a huge role because like when we were looking at doing the energy drink, that was
Yeah.
like a aspect we were trying to do a little bit, just like add a little bit of glycerol in there because it differentiates yourself a little bit and the heavier mouthfeel, which is another like big food science thing, which is super intriguing. It'd be cool to learn about all the stuff that goes behind the scenes in the manufacturing space, but like the heaviness and consistency of liquid products seems a little bit weird, but it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. I wonder, there's got to be research out there like suggesting
Mhm.
that, like backing up. Like,
A hundred
I feel
percent.
like the thicker the liquid, the more like I guess full, but like the
Mhm.
more satisfied I am.
Yeah, because then you get into carbonation levels too, to where it's like if it's overly powerful, kind of like a soda, it's just a totally different vibe. To where I think on Welch's, I'm almost certain they had to decrease the carbonation a little bit on that flavor. I don't get as much of a pop from some of the other ones.
Yeah. It's actually funny. I just thought about this. For New Year's every year, you know how like everyone drinks wine or whatever, like
Hmm.
whatever it is when the ball drops. We always drink sparkling grape juice, and
Oh,
that Welch's tastes exactly like it, like to a T.
that's nuts. They killed it. I'll give it to
Yeah,
them.
they did. What else do we have? Oh, C4, C4 Jolly Ranchers
Oh yes.
drinks. Have
Hmm.
not found them anywhere. I don't know where
Nope.
they are. C4 hasn't even posted about them.
No.
But
Yeah.
like I guess they're rolling out in like HEBs in Texas and a couple other people I saw on Reddit actually
Hmm.
on their hands on them. I don't know where they're getting them.
It
But
had to have been in early, like a random some grocery store just put them up early on accident and like had them in backstock or something. Because yeah, like you said, like nobody like Stack 3D didn't even cover it. Like I mean, he had some graphics, but like yeah, haven't seen anything on C4. I got that one DM from that one guy who picked it up. He's like, "Yo, have you had this yet?" And I was like, "No, I've never even seen that before." Like that was before they even announced anything. Like nobody had covered it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" But yeah, it must just be like some random HEBs. I don't even think C4 is located in Texas, but who knows? I'm excited about that because there's three different flavors, right?
yeah, watermelon. I don't know the other two. I think Stacked posted them. I've been trying to get like find a picture of them for so long like online. Like the only thing I can see is some like Reddit posts, but it looks like watermelon, green apple, and then blue raspberry, Jolly Ranchers.
That green apple. Hopefully that one's killer.
I'm sure they're all going to be good. C4 does a great job with their flavors. I know we brought it up in the past, but
Hmm.
they are so slept on, so slept on.
Yeah, they do a good job.
What? I think that's about it.
So
Uh,
yeah, I mean it was heavy the past couple weeks
yeah,
on everything. I mean we probably didn't even cover everything too.
no,
But
no, there's more, but that's and that's all that I basically have posted and
mhm.
voted in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Like,
it's interesting. We had it was so heavy too because over the past 4 years and like stuff I've learned and talked to other brand owners and manufacturers about. It's like this is kind of a little bit of a lull, or I guess less of a demand for these types of products in the industry, and it like slowly gains back traction towards like Black Friday, and then Black Friday to kind of the end of winter is like the heavy fitness industry, supplement industry season.
yeah,
But freaking, like, I mean, just goes to show if you got the attention like Ryse, like you can drop 17 different products in the middle of September and you're still killing the game. So,
yeah, yeah. It is like this time of the year is just kind of weird because it's like in the first part of summer, people like are excited to go outside and like work
mhm.
out and like kind of be like pursue the healthier lifestyle. Um, and then like towards the end of summer, like early fall is when it like I feel like it dies down and then it picks back up again Black Friday because everybody has
Mhm.
all these like crazy deals on their supplements and yeah, I feel like it's pretty steady like all throughout the winter for the most part.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. We got a lot of stuff lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into some good clipping segments. Let's go back to the I guess question I asked in your story, and I'll do a little bit of a different question. But what number one, like, what is the go-to protein if you had to, like, you could only choose one protein for the rest of your life, and you
Oh,
had to drink that protein? What would your number one choice be?
I'm about to go Rye Skippy.
Rice Skippy. That's a good one.
I'm a sucker for peanut butter flavored proteins,
Yeah.
and Skippy nailed it. But like on every aspect, the flavor
Hmm.
is phenomenal. The texture, it is so much thicker than their
Yeah.
other proteins for like a whey concentrate, whey isolate blend. Like it doesn't even have casein or anything in it, but
Dang.
it is so good.
Hmm.
And it's versatile too. It's like
Yeah.
you can like bake with it. I can make like my protein mug cakes or like pancakes and stuff. Like peanut butter is like what goes with a lot of different stuff.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I that's still my number one rated protein of all time. And if I had to choose just one, I'm gonna have to rock with Skippy.
That's a good choice. Yeah, I would agree. It's multifaceted in what its, I guess, abilities are with baking, and cooking, mixing in the cream of rice, oatmeal, drinking straight up. It's top tier protein. I'll give it to him. It's
It
a good
is
one.
it's damn good. Now, if you had to pick a two though, if Skippy's off the table,
Yeah.
I don't know what my two would be. Um, because like it's a little more complicated. I want to say Muscle Sport Protella just because I love
Mhm.
that one, but
Basic.
I also
Good.
I don't really drink protein.
Oh.
I with it. So Muscle Sports proteins are like they're isolate and hydrolysate, which are very good, like high quality proteins,
Hmm.
but they're not really the best to
They're
bake with.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, like they can get airy,
Hmm.
and they're just not as good. So if I could only choose one, oh man, I don't know what my second would be. Apollon has some good casing ones. Honestly, it might be. Oh man, I might have to defer this question. I don't know if I want to
Dang.
pick a second.
Yeah, it's tough because I don't know, you kind of get to think about multi different things. I'm a big protein drinker. I really don't do anything else with protein. I just have like 3 scoops of protein every morning for breakfast. Not the greatest diet, but yeah, I don't know. Of course, I'm gonna choose some V1 flavor, but yeah, I, I like it.
Chocolate
Skippy.
cookies and
Skippy's
cream.
a good one.
Yeah, my two maybe are chocolate cookies and cream. So I literally finish that tub in like a week whenever I get it.
Yeah, it's coming back. Cookies and cream, chocolate cookies and cream should be September 21st, I believe, with the Arctic Beast that everybody's wanting to get back. So that'll be a nice
That's
one.
still one of our best flavors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kill it. The might as well show you the label here. Susan killed
Oh
it.
yeah, it's a new one.
If you can see it, kind of.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not bad. She
clean.
went with like a nice like silver band up top, which I think is pretty dope.
I like it. Yeah,
Not bad, not bad.
she killed those labels.
Yeah, I
Those look so
think
good.
the new aesthetic is pretty nice.
All right, so I have a conspiracy that I want to bring up with Ryse
Okay.
actually. Do you think they intentionally messed up that protein for like marketing purposes?
I think there's a very good possibility that they did. I'm not saying they did. I don't want to accuse them of anything because that stuff happens a lot in the supplement industry. If you're a business owner, like mistakes happen. Like almost every single drop or every single new product launch, something's going to happen. So the excess foam or the not inclusion of the anti foam is very, I think, as possible as them doing it on purpose. I don't know. There's the only reason I say it's a good possibility because I can almost guarantee were there posters saying like Rise fucked up or Rise effed up. I feel like I swear I saw posters on GNC
Not sure,
or not.
honestly. Um,
I could just be, I don't know. I could just be dreaming about that. I don't know, but I don't know. It's because it's a good marketing stunt. I think from like a
yeah,
business owner aspect, it's you want to do something different with your clear protein and like want to kind of separate yourself. Slash, it brings a lot of attention to Rise, even if you did mess up or they made it was cheaper to do that type of protein. I have no clue, but I guess I don't know. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I don't know if they did do it on purpose because that could be a pretty big loss because they marked it down 50% off everything, which I know Rise gets way better margins than we do because they're way bigger and can order higher quantities, but that's like all of your margin. Like I don't even know if you would net anything.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many units they ran the first one or what. What's your take?
It's interesting. Like I'm not accusing them of anything, and
No,
if they did do it,
like
I
that's
mean, it's like it's genius.
yeah,
Like,
that's super highly
really
intelligent move right there. My goodness.
and if they didn't do it like on purpose, then it worked out. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think for better form because like on one hand, you have like these proteins that like
Mhm.
it's going to be the same flavor system, right? Like the flavors are going to stay the same. It's just going to be like the amount of foam.
Yeah.
And Rise is selling them for 50% off. It's a way to get people into vitamin shops and buy those, and they can at least like know what the flavor is going to be like, and
Hmm.
this this is actually good, and this isn't even a finalized product.
Yeah.
This is like a messed up product.
And
So it's a
I
way to get it in their hands
yeah.
quickly.
And like even thinking about it, I guess from that point, it's a way to get in their hands and tell them that yeah, this foams up a ton, but not as much as the one that we have. To whereas like it's a big discrepancy between the foam and all they notice about the new ones that come out is like, whoa, this is like way less foam. It's like not even foaming compared to this one. I don't even care about the foam. Well, that's like the biggest, I guess, gripe with a lot of people with clear proteins is just the foam in general. Doesn't matter if it's a lot of foam or not that much foam. It's just the fact that you kind of have to wait after you mix it to do it. That's why we kind of stopped doing the clear protein. It sold pretty decent for us. It was just like I found myself like never using it,
Yeah,
and I don't really want to make a product that like I don't genuinely use like on a day to day, week to week basis. You know?
I don't know if you can see it right back there.
Yeah.
That's actually the pink lemonade one. I
Really
reviewed it,
cold.
but like
Yeah.
I don't drink protein, so like I thought that flavor was phenomenal, but it's just something that like I normally bake with it or like make it into like I'll make like a shake every once in a while with like an ice cream shake, I guess, with
Hmm.
it. But I like yeah, I don't really drink it hardly at all. But
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. That is a very interesting topic from Rice. But they're killing it. I mean, no matter if they done on purpose or not, it's like they plan and strategically move the way they want to. That's why they're one of the biggest players in the game.
Yeah, and like if it wasn't mess up, they handled it perfect.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
they could not have done anything better.
Hmm.
Yeah, I kudos to them.
Hmm.
They handled the whole situation, whether it was on purpose or not. I don't know, but what they did, they handled it great.
I like it. All right, let's see if I can. We'll do our Chat GPT question of the day.
Okay,
Uh, hello, Chat
someone's spawning.
GPT. Yeah. Problem podcast. What do you need? I'll be. All right. Hello, Chat GPT. What is the supplement question of the day? Literally, that's this question. Said, if you could take one supplement for the rest of your life, what would you take? Would it be and why?
Uh, I just talked about this in my story yesterday. My number one favorite supplement that I've ever had probably always will be our Gush and Gummy 4.0 pre-workout. And it's so sad that flavor is probably never going to come back, but I that is my favorite flavor. I love that formula.
Hmm.
Like the formula is great. It hits in every way. And like I could take it every single day if I wanted to. It's so good. But it's just yeah, it's kind of a catastrophe that we just
Hmm.
gonna come back.
That one is. We're probably gonna just have to do another run with those guys.
Yeah.
Another just like crazy limited run. That would be insane. Yeah, I like it. Here's a good one. It is Here's a unique and engaging supplement question of the day. If supplements were people, which one would you want as your best friend and why?
Supplements for people. Oh man. This is deeper than I thought it was gonna be. Um supplements for people. Well, I guess we should probably talk about what we want in a person, like
Hmm.
a friend. Someone who's reliable,
Oh,
honest, uh,
she hyped up.
yeah, open, hyped up. So, you know, okay, are we talking about a whole category or like a type of product?
We'll go like sports nutrition.
Um, I mean, I want to say pre-workout because I feel
Yeah.
like pre-workout's just a little bit like on the edge, kind of crazy out there a little bit, but like a good one is
Hmm.
reliable.
And
Like
now let's narrow that down to which pre-workout.
V1 4.0, my
Huh?
favorite pre-workout ever still.
It's gonna be. I would agree there because it's a daily something
Yeah.
that somebody that's there all the time that always gets the job done. You know.
Yeah, I mean that literally. If I had to pick a daily driver, it is V1 4.0. Like I
Yeah.
know it probably sounds biased, like coming from
Hmm.
both of
I
us,
know.
but like I mean it. I love everything about it. Like there's nothing that like I really want to change with it.
Hmm.
Like it just hits in every way. It's low stim, good blood flow, good focus, great flavors. Like
Hmm.
I might have to go with V1 4.0.
Yeah, I
Most
think
reliable.
it's hard because like the one I attribute the V1 4.0 formula to being as good as it is to some type of synergy between a lot of those ingredients, but it's hard to say that without being like I'm basically saying that with no data to back it at all because nobody's ever done any studies on ingredients combined. All these studies are on ingredients by themselves in that I guess just controlled study is just that singular ingredient of L-citrulline at 4 grams. That's perfect. Like that's the clinical dose that people like to see. But nobody's ever studied 4 grams of citrulline combined with 200 milligrams of citropeak. Or I mean, in V1 4.0, we have 8 grams of citrulline with betaine anhydrous with all these different ingredients. Nobody studies that to where that outcome, in my opinion, in the V1 4.0, somehow we put together a great plethora of ingredients that get the job done on like every aspect. Like the beta alanine for some reason hits harder, and I don't know why on V1 4.0 than a lot of other pre-workouts I take. And that could be because of a couple of ingredients in there that are increasing the potency, whether it's estrogen or something else that like the blood flow just makes the beta alanine hit more. Or like same thing with the 200 milligrams of caffeine. Like that's not a ton, yet I feel that more in V1 rather than taking 200 milligrams of caffeine energy drink. But like the hardest thing is like I love to say that because I think that is true, but there's no possible way for us to back that at all unless we did as controlled studies on all of those ingredients together. Those ingredients just with each other, 2 or 3 ingredients together. But that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars, which not worth it. But yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on like the whole synergistic properties of ingredients? Do you think that there is greater outcomes coming together with different ingredients rather than just all these singular ingredients studied by themselves and then placed into a pre-workout?
Yeah, I think synergy like definitely is a thing. It's a case by case, um, like thing I guess. But like for example, caffeine with theanine, I know that one is like one that a lot of people are really skeptical on. They're like, why would you like put theanine in something that like kind of like mitigates the effects of caffeine?
Mm-hmm.
Like together, like what's the point? Why not just put like less caffeine if that's what you really want? But there's like studies out there backing that like caffeine without theanine actually has it basically has the same benefits of caffeine, but without some of the side effects. It also has even more like nootropic benefits as well when you pair them together. Um, and like same with like blood flow ingredients. Like maybe they don't quite work. I mean, they do almost work synergistically, but they all hit different like nitric oxide pathways or
Mm-hmm.
promote blood flow in a plethora of different ways. Which is why like there is such a thing as like overkill when it comes to like certain ingredients, like maybe stacking like citrulline on nitrosamine or even like new level,
Mm-hmm.
agmatine, like they all hit the same nitric oxide pathway.
Yeah.
So
But then again, like you said, nobody knows that kind of like upper limit to where like if
right.
you have 4 grams of citrulline, 1 gram of agmatine, and then 1.6 of new level, like that's the peak to where if you add any more dose on top of any of those, you're just wasting money. But like nobody knows. Like I don't even know if there's a way to find that. So
Yeah, I
it's
I feel like that's something that would also vary case by case
yeah.
too, depending on like the individual.
Hmm.
It would be interesting just to see different combinations of ingredients and like studies behind them and
Yeah.
on how like the benefits of taking them like one of them, the
Hmm.
other one, or both like at the same time. Like if
And
they
then
do
where
work together.
yeah, and then where it falls off. Like I think a lot of people like I mean, especially in the mega dose age of pre-workouts in the supplement industry, it's like where does that kind of just taper off? I think I'm in my opinion, I think it's a lot. Even though we at V1 stack the hell out of our products, kind of no matter what, just because it's like I'd rather have more than not enough. But I think a lot of the time it's always more. Like you're just putting a lot more in your body than you kind of really need. But hard to know. But we can transition into another question that I think a lot of people would like to know. Um, if they're just getting it into the supplement industry or just like starting to work out, what would be 3 supplements that you would recommend?
Good question. Um, I mean, I always just keep it like really, really basic. You don't need pre-workout, but I do think it
Hmm.
definitely helps with your workout, especially like the mindset.
Yeah.
Like when you're first starting out, it is hard to just develop that routine to want to go to the gym.
Hmm.
Taking pre-workout, like a good pre-workout, kind of gets you in like that feeling of badassery, like you want to go
Yeah.
to toss some weight.
Exactly.
So I would say a good pre-workout, creatine. I think creatine is essential, not even
Hmm.
just for like people our age,
Yeah.
even the elderly. Like there's benefits for them as well. Like I probably will take creatine until
Yeah.
my days.
Uh huh.
Um, and then I would say a protein as well. There's those three I think cover your grounds.
Hmm.
You definitely can dabble into other stuff, but I feel like those are the three most important supplements.
Yeah. I would 100% agree. That's exactly what I would say. I'd probably say in order, probably creatine, protein, pre-workout, and protein pre-workout. I could probably interchange because pre-workout, like you say, I think it really does give you that extra little push. Like you're saying, it is not needed. Technically, no supplement is needed. They supplement a good diet and exercise routine. But like pre-workout, it's something you can look forward to every single day. If it is a good quality pre-workout, you are going to get that little bit of push. If it does have things like stimulants, a bit of alanine in there, you are going to feel it, and it's going to, I think, push you past that a lot of sticking point where people just either drive to the gym or get to the gym and then just like sit in their car and just wait. I think that little bit of like stimulants and like itchiness really like pushes you to be like, I can't really like sit here on my phone anymore. I kind of have to go inside and get something done. That's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, like whatever. And that pushes the most consistent part, which is the consistency of going to the gym. Like just going there. It doesn't totally matter about what you do. It's just I think I've read a lot of studies and heard some podcasts where it's just literally going. The people that go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, get those results, whether they're in the gym for 15 minutes or 2 hours. It's that consistency that they're building, where it's part of their daily routine, and then it's weird not doing it. So that's why I guess I probably would at that point put pre-workout maybe a little bit higher than protein.
I agree. If I had to choose one, it probably for me, I would say pre-workout for myself
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
love creatine.
Uh-huh.
But for the general population, probably creatine,
Hmm.
then pre-workout, and then protein. Because you can get protein. If you eat a healthy diet, you can get basically all the protein that you
Yeah.
need. It's just as much more challenging than
Hmm.
having 25 grams of protein at hand at all times.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I like it. All right. You got one more. Let's do one more question. That'll be a good,
Finisher.
probably real. Yeah. Good finisher. Good real. Good. Just good topic that people will probably want to learn about, rather than us rambling about all the cool stuff on the supplement industry.
Yeah. Um, what would be another good one to talk about? I need to come up with like a whole list and
I
just like
know.
them off.
It's a tough one. Um, I guess a good topic to talk about would be probably some type of protein. To whereas, like, do you think protein selection really matters between whether it's like a vegan protein, a concentrate, isolate, hydrolyzed, anything, and then further that, like, is it clean? Do you think like a clean protein matters to whereas is there added sucralose, added stevia from more natural route? Maybe it's artificial sweeteners like or sugar alcohols like erythritol or xylitol. Me personally, I don't think it really matters. Any protein is protein. I think a lot of people don't understand that. Like 25 grams of concentrate is still 25 grams of protein. Is it maybe not going to digest as quick as isolate? Maybe, but you're still getting 25 grams of protein. To whereas the only thing that you should maybe look out for is like collagen, and some vegan proteins are not complete proteins from an amino acid standpoint. Um, that's the only thing. But like if it's milk, because people like trash on muscle milk because it's milk protein isolate, I believe, which is not like a crazy quality form of protein. Maybe it messes your stomach up, and 20% of the population compared to isolate get 5% of the population maybe have stomach problems with that protein. But it's protein. Like it's still 25 grams of like protein. I feel like, I guess, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, as long as you're like diversifying your protein portfolio as well, like if you're not just eating the same stuff,
Hmm.
I think it'll be good. That same goes for like vegan protein. Even if it's not like doesn't have a full amino acid complex,
Hmm.
if you're diversifying enough, you're still getting all those amino acids
Yeah.
in. That's like the important part.
Hmm.
In terms of like animal proteins, like whey protein, like I don't see a big difference. I can see how like it would be important for some people, like if they're lactose intolerant, or if they're really watching their calories, say if they're bodybuilding and they want like the cleanest, lowest calorie protein, then it might be
Hmm.
worth getting like an isolate or a hydrolysis type protein.
Hmm.
But for the general consumer, any combination of like whey concentrate, whey isolate, or just like pure concentrate, or one or the other, is probably like the best route to go. And most companies do a combination of isolate and concentrate
Hmm.
more, but like it has good a combination of those two has good texture, has pretty decent macros. Um, the flavor I feel like it typically is better,
Yeah,
and it's
usually.
a better price point as well
Hmm.
than pure isolate or hydrolysis.
Yeah. And I think the percentage of, I guess, betterness is not the right word, but like improvement or possibility of muscle growth in the isolate compared to a concentrate, or even compared to a concentrate isolate, or even casing, like 0.01%, maybe you'll get a little bit better because you maybe digest it a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like everybody just way overcomplicates it when it comes to protein selection.
Yeah,
Like you're saying, if you diversify and at least have, like, if you're having protein powder for 1 or 2 shakes a day, I mean, two's probably pushing a little bit, but you still have chicken breasts and maybe a little bit of fish or beef or whatever. Like, you're getting all the amino acids you need. You're getting a good quality protein source. And if you're above, I guess you hit your protein goals for the day, which I like to hit 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, around 220, 250. You're in a great opportunity to build muscle, or at least keep the muscle that you have.
yeah, yeah. And while we're talking about building muscle too, like I feel like that is another thing that's almost overcomplicated as well.
Yes.
There's like what I want to say like four things I really try and like focus on and like talk to other people about when they ask me about this. And number one, easily number one, I think, is sleep. You
Hmm.
need to get enough sleep if you want to put on muscle. Like
Yes. 100%.
Two is you have to push your muscles like to the limit. Like you
Hmm.
lift heavy, lift lower reps, and that'll help with recovery as opposed to lifting light with higher reps. And like there's studies that back that,
Hmm.
and they have like the same amount of muscle growth essentially. Like a group that lifts low reps, high weight versus high reps, low weight. They have the same amount of like muscle growth, but or like hypertrophy.
Hmm.
But the group that actually lifted heavier was able to recover much faster, which like in theory could help you push yourself harder
Yeah.
the next time in the gym.
Interesting.
So get lots of sleep, lift heavy weights, eat adequate amounts of protein,
Hmm.
and diversify. Um, and honestly, the other thing would probably just be recommending creatine,
Yeah.
but or reducing stress. That's another
Hmm.
one. But like, there's like 4 or 5 things. Like it's if you get all those in check, and
Yeah.
I feel like it's not really like too challenging to do that.
No, like
Um,
it's, I like to say it's hard, or yeah, I like to say it's hard, but it's relatively simple. Like you need to do those certain things, and like I think to add on to the more like lift heavy weight, like you just be intense in the gym, like push yourself. It's in some level, some form. You're going to have a great opportunity and great possibility of muscle growth, especially if you're in that caloric surplus. Like I get always the question, like, what's the best program, or like, what's the best push pull legs thing you can do? Is that a good program? Like 3 days a week? Should I do 6 days a week? Is that enough, or am I overtraining? It's like that's just really totally overcomplicating it. Like I've done that. I've done that in the past a lot, and it's I think now that I'm taking a little bit more of a not so much like lackluster, but not really thinking about my program, thinking about my training every single time, hitting my certain numbers and like doing everything I possibly need to do. And now I'm kind of more just like I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna train my ass off, however long it needs to take. Once I'm burnt out, I'm kind of done. That's it. I feel like I've gained a lot more muscle than I have in the past. Like really trying to dial every possible aspect in, and like I would say my brother Denton, my younger brother, is kind of like a little bit of a quote unquote like study behind that I've seen over the years to where he maybe has weeks he works like 1 to 2 times out or works out 1 to 2 times a week. Some other weeks he works maybe five, but he's huge. He probably has more muscle mass than I do. And he doesn't really care about any of it. He just eats like a madman and trains hard whenever he's in the gym and lifts heavy weight. Like he can bench more than me. I feel like I maybe have better like structural genetics, but I tried so hard to get everything dialed as best as it possibly could, reading all the studies, taking all the supplements I possibly could, where he just doesn't care. He just goes in the gym, lifts as heavy as he possibly can, gets out, eats like a madman, sleeps super long, sleeps in. And it's like he's gained probably more muscle than I have ever in my entire life, which is annoying, but that's kind of a testament of exactly what you're saying.
yeah, I just know like this winter when I moved back to Cleveland, I had a little bit of free time, so I wasn't doing travel nursing for like the first 4 or 5 months, and I was like, okay, let's bulk up a little bit, and
Hmm.
so I ate a lot more than I normally had, so I was already like putting on some weight, but I had my sleep in check as well. I was,
Hmm.
going to bed early, getting up early as well, um, and I changed my lifting program to I used to do like heavy in when I was in Texas, like the first 2 days of the week, and then I go a little bit lighter. And
Hmm.
now I just kind of go heavy every day. But I would literally do like 4 sets of like incline dumbbell press for chest, and then like flies. That's it. And I would
Yeah.
take like 3 or 4 minute breaks in between. And my bench went from like I missed 300 when I got here in Texas. Like I had
Hmm.
hit 325 maybe before that, but like I failed 300. Um, and
Damn.
then 5 months later, I hit 355.
Jeez.
Like not
Damn,
even
dude.
hard. Like I had put on like about 20 pounds, like
Wow.
a decent muscle, but also
Yeah.
fat, like a little flubbier.
Yeah.
But it just like I changed my program up
Hmm.
to like I wasn't going I was going hard and I was going intense, but I wasn't doing it for an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't
Exactly.
overdo it. And I feel like
No.
that is like a huge aspect that people overlook. Like they think
Hmm.
that you need to go to the gym, like you need to be really sore after and like can't walk. That's not the
Hmm.
case. You don't have to like kill yourself every time.
Yeah. You want to recover enough and have the ability to go as hard as you can every session. To where, like, if you are working out every single day and trying to push yourself as hard as you can every single day, you're not going to get out as much as you need to. Like, if you can rest that day or even go every other day to the gym, but yet you're putting in that 100% and you're truly, like, chest wise, truly getting all you can out of that chest day, yeah, you're going to definitely be probably at a better place than if you killed yourself 6 days a week. But nice, dude. I think we covered a
Yeah.
lot. A lot of new products coming out. Um, what do we have this coming week? Anything you've
Um,
seen?
not
You got the
really.
Rise. I think the Rise drop on the 9th. I think is the next weekend. I think that's about it.
Yeah, Sour Strips drops Monday.
Okay.
I can look at ClickUp actually quick. I don't know if it'll close me out. Muscle Tech's dropping. They actually already dropped their Boogeyman Paraxanthine
Oh,
batch pre-workout, which I tried that the last couple of days. It is nice.
yeah.
It's nice.
Interesting pickup from Muscle Tech, I think.
Yeah. But
Boogeyman.
yeah. Yeah.
He's a crazy guy, but I feel like I don't know. Interesting guy.
That flavor though. That
It's
flavor is
good.
good. It's
Damn.
really good.
Yeah, Paraxanthine is an interesting one. We'll have to talk about that
Another
next
episode.
podcast. Yeah, because I really enjoyed every time I've tried it. In
Yeah,
any
same. It's very
pre-workout,
cheap.
energy drink, whatever.
Um,
But
and then another one that I think is worth talking about, Pound Hooligan V8 is coming out.
hmm
I already messaged Carolina yesterday. I'm like, okay, how many milligrams of caffeine we talking this time? She didn't tell me. She assured me it's under 1,000.
Oh my god.
I was like, well, all right.
What was the last one was just over 600, correct?
Yeah. I think it was like 720, but it was like yielding 680
Yielded.
or something. Or maybe it
Yeah.
was yielding 680 and like 600. It was something like that. But
Dude,
yeah.
that Apollo's crazy. Robic is nuts, but we
I
excited to
love
try that out. Definitely gonna get a lot of views. But
Oh yeah. Yeah.
anything else?
I think that's about it.
All right. Well, appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Go to the episode 2. Hopefully it was a little bit more structured than the first one. I think we covered a lot of topics, a lot of cool stuff coming out. Yeah, next week we got another draft ready to go. Got the Proxy bars coming. A lot more topics in probably reveal the Apollon subfacts. Hopefully we can get a little bit more information, or at least know how much caffeine's there, because that probably is gonna be the craziest pre-workout of all time. I can almost guarantee. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take a quarter scoop of that. But like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Keep following this podcast. And got anything else, Sam?
No, that's it.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you guys. See you next week.
See ya.